Nano Cube week 15, I think, guys. And that's a sand sifting star in a hurry. I think the pistol shrimp was giving him trouble and he's getting the hell out of town. Everything's doing great. Great this week. A little late. Had a busy weekend. Start holding off water changes, trying every 2 weeks. Since this tank really has no bio load, I tried holding the water change off for a week and then even gave it 2 extra days. So I did it today. I don't see a problem with it. And, you know, a 24-gallon water Nano Cube really only has a water capacity, I've read, as about 20 gallons, not 24. And if you think about all the sand and rock I have in here, it's definitely way under 20, even if it is a 24-gallon. So doing 5 gallons is 25%. So I think I can put it off to every 2 weeks. So we'll just fade back here. And I haven't done much. That large rock on the top, I was gonna remove it because it just kind of looks like a log sitting on a pile. But I don't have any other live rock that I like to put up there yet, so it's kind of in waiting. I had the montipora and the favia on there. The favia had some bryopsis on it. It was never really doing well. Let's see. See the purple at the top? Well, that's Coralline algae, and that's part of the skeleton was always exposed since I got the frag. So I took a shot and I peroxide dipped it, and boy, it just looked awful after I peroxide dipped it. So I'll let it hang in there, see if it's gonna turn into anything. Yep, he's on his way back now. I don't know where this guy's going. Maybe I vacuumed the gravel too good and he's hungry. So I moved some things around, and everything's doing really good. I bought a couple new frags today. I got these 2 pieces of montipora here. Focus, focus. They're 2 completely different species. And these are $7.99 a frag. So you buy 3, you get 1 free. So I got those. And then I bought a pagoda. And then I got this poly next to my other polys. There's 2 large heads on it. And 2 or 3 little heads coming out the bottom, as you can see. There's a different color. I got it to contrast these guys with the green mouth. So that should be cool. I don't know if this will pick up, but you see all the white under this rock? That is a colony of, I think they're called tunicates. And they're filter feeders. They all just are little bivalves, and that's all they do is breathe in and out water all day. When I got this rock, there were 3 or 4 on it. Now, there's a big area of them. So maybe that's why my water's so clean, because I got all these filter feeder guys on here. Plus all the fan worms. I even got one sticking out of the sand. So he must have came off that rock. So those look good. Just had my hand in there and bumped into them, of course. And it's all doing good. This trumpet coral still hasn't split, this toxic green one. It's got 2 mouths. It's in the shape of 2. But I think it doesn't have much skeleton underneath, and it may be sitting too close to the rock. So I may try and pop it off the rock and put it on a piece of rubble rock so it's not touching the rock, you know what I mean? So maybe it'll have room to split, or maybe it still needs to grow more of its, hard skeleton, as a stalk, and then it will split. But they're doing great. I mean, both of them. The one in the back just kind of looks like a pair of lips. It's not really that colorful, but boy, can that thing eat. And it just puffs up the next day. And the poras are still on the rock there. Doing great. Like I said, everything's doing good. I guess I should be knocking on wood. It is fairly new tank. These clownfish are a lot of fun. One is now twice as big as the other. I think it's because the one was busy regrowing its tail while the other one was just growing. So, they're still very, very juvenile, tiny. So I'm sure they're not breaking off into male and female yet. Well, actually, I'm not sure, but I don't think so. I think it's just, like I said, they're growing in spurts. This macroalgae, this codium, is pretty cool too. It gets hairs on it. And of course, today when I did the water change, I was siphoning and vacuuming. And so now it's got sand in its hair. So it's just like a day at the beach, right, guys? Piece of codium broke off, and I put it over here on this rock. So it's all just, everything's doing good. Well, it looks really blue. That rock has really got a lot of purple spots on it, but they look blue, almost black on here. Alright, I removed one of the zoes and stuck them on a frag plug because look at that stuff growing off it. And I looked it up, and that is a particular kind of bryopsis, or bryopsis, and because it's fern-like. See, it's not just hair algae. I don't know if you can tell, it's actually feathered. And so I took this zoe off of the rock. It had a piece of rubble under it. I removed it from the rubble. There is probably like particle grains of sand under this zoanthid at this point, and that's what that's growing from. So I might have to peroxide dip those, but I just stuck it in here because you know what? It is macroalgae. It's just nuisance macroalgae. So yeah, the clerp is doing well, and the parts of the branch that weren't growing did turn white, and I just cut them off. But all of these buds, they still didn't feather, but they are growing. So that's it. I'll keep it short, and if you have a question, please leave a comment, and thanks for watching.